Hello, this is Running Robert, and either welcome or welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. This is part 28, so we've made it a pretty far away at the moment. We are going to go ahead and load up the last game. Give you a nice little summary and everything like that. So, in case you are completely new to the channel or new to this, if you look up at the top right here, around 30 seconds, we'll have a link to part 1. So you can kind of join this from the beginning, see how this wonderful thing has all come about. And at a minute, we'll have the playlist. So if you have missed an episode or you're like, I want to see something specific, you can click on that. So what have we been doing? So in the last episode, like I said, we had to fix some of our research as that was kind of running a little bit weak for the Reds. Obviously, you can see this is looking pretty good at this point. We are currently researching Drive Engine 4 so that we can do not Drive Engine 4, I'm sorry, Logistic Carrier, so we can actually unlock Logistic Warp. So that's kind of where we're going. What one of the commenters said in the section is that warp drives are a lot easier with gravity matrix. So we can make up to 8 for one green cube. And I was like, well, that's a pretty nice idea because right now the current one makes 1 per green cube. So making 8 is a pretty nice, pretty nice thing. So, but we do need a couple things for that. One, we're going to need this wave function inversion, which is not so bad. And then the quantum chip, which is pretty much adding all the chips together so that we can do this. And then, of course, that is off of the greens, which I've already made, which is really nice. And then off that new chip up here, which doesn't seem like it's too difficult. We'll go through all that kind of stuff going forward. We also want to get some upgrades where we can actually see what's in the universe and stuff like that. So that's actually the first one that we're going to go with. And then we're going to start and we're going to query these next 5. And I should have enough for all of that, as we can see, and we are in pretty good shape there. So what we're going to look at this base right now, it's going to be a little bit interesting because we have enough power. And if we go to my planet view here, we're still pretty good with everything. So we still have enough oil, iron, copper, stone, and water. So that's pretty good. In the solar system, we definitely have our silicone, which is up to 10 million, and our titanium, which is 6. So all of that is in pretty good shape. So again, at this point, it's kind of working on these. Now, looking at this, we have more than enough cubes to do a lot of this research. Yellow is the only one that's a little short at the moment. We have another yellow going on there. So we're going to make some more of these to begin with and kind of go from there. So let's go ahead and let's get some more research going. It's going to be in buildings. And my brain apparently is not working at the moment as I'm looking for research and I just can't find it. So let's get another 2 to begin with. There we go. And then we're going to go to the inventory and look at what we got. And let's see what we have. I know they're getting built. There we go. So 1 and up. Need a little bit of foundation here. Let's see, I do have some, so we're just gonna make that a little bit better. There we go. Okay. Let's make sure for logistics. Oh, it looks like I will need some sorters. So I've always kept with this the easier sorters just because I don't think there's a lot of places where you need them. So I really don't worry about that so much. Oh, wait a minute. I guess yellow is going to come from one source. We're going to have to extend some lines. There's actually a lot more I have to do with this than I really thought to begin with. We're going to just kind of move him. Ooh. Yeah, that's a very awkward placement, unfortunately. Well, we might as well get used to that awkward placement, unfortunately. That's probably something that's going to take some time to fix and be done with. So let's go ahead. Let's throw these guys in here. This is pretty much the simple stuff right here. And power, because I love me some power. And then we're just going to do research. And research. And more power over here. There we go, that should help. Okay, so a little more research. We can actually collect some research materials that helps us out a little bit with some speed for later. We're just going to collect a few hundred of those. At least it's easy to find. This is colorful enough to find everything. So I do enjoy that a lot. Blues. Ooh. Blues were one of the problems that we have. We don't have a lot of them. We're just going to collect what we can for the moment. I'm actually going to take a look at this, because it doesn't seem like we're producing a huge amount. Some of these aren't producing any. So it looks like we are having a little bit of a chip shortage going on here. And you can kind of see these are both making chips. And they're making full amounts of chips. That is not an issue. Though this one is not making quite as many chips. So where's the iron coming from? Up from there, but not coming fast enough. Okay. So let's do a little bit of altering here. That will help. Looks like I only have 3 blues currently running. There's conveyors over there for iron. Okay, we can get rid of this. I think at some point we did keep chips in that area. Now we just don't. So let's go ahead and buff this up just a little bit. Wonderful.
You have unlocked the logistics carrier engine level 4. It allows the logistics vessel to warp, but they will consume 2 space warpers back and forth to transport cargo. So needs to make sure there are enough space warpers in the interstellar logistics station at any time.
Okay, so that's kind of what we were shooting for to begin with. So that should help that with the iron. And so that will be good. That, yeah, like I said, it should. There we go. Also take maybe a little bit of issue off of that. Okay, the goal is to see if we can actually get this third one working appropriately. And there we go. That's the fourth one I meant. So that's the 4th one going. Yeah, with the chips, we probably need to work on this a little bit more. It looks like we are very good for these guys. Like this, more than enough. So I think we need to probably work on our chip facility. Maybe even make a new chip facility somewhere. Chips are, I mean, they're just iron and... That's a little slow, but it's a long way to go. Oh, they both have more than enough now. So, let's see if we can actually make a new chip facility somewhere around in here. Like I said, we have stuff here, and we have stuff here, and it looks like we have more than enough of all of it. Let's see what we can do something really quick with this. Let's make this over here. And we can just start already just making the easy stuff. That over there. Give me a connection. It does not. I'm not quite sure why it does not like connecting there. Let's try this again. That's really strange because that connection worked out well. I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's just make sure we're doing this correctly. Yeah. That's working great. Oh. Because I put this line to move up. That's why it's not. It's like, wait a minute, what are you trying to do here? And that would make sense for why I can't connect so easily to this line. I was like, what am I doing wrong here? And that is why. So, Let's see. Well, I'm just gonna take it from the source, which is back here. Instead of worrying about that so much. That connects very easily. Go right there. Okay, so the connection, like I said, we're gonna have to go up just a little bit. Down. Then make that connection there. Okay, great. Like I said, now I have both right here. Don't have an assembler, so let's go ahead and get a couple of those. Let's get 15 seconds up there. And then you see that's kind of where the chips are going, so we can easily connect it to that line. I don't think without much of a problem. Let's move it back here. Give me enough space to do what I need to do. Okay. I do like it because pretty much I can just kind of let this run. It should not be an issue. We are going to make this over here. And there's a reason in case I want to extend these lines. It makes it much easier to continue on down this rope if I want to make this bigger. So the big thing is I don't want to take too much out of the lines if possible. But like I said, I'm trying to get all 5 of these active and reserves. So let's see. Okay, so we're good. We already got, like I said, we're good there. That's up to 4. That's only at 1, but you can see I got now all 5 finally moving. So yeah, we also might need to fly the chips in from somewhere, but that's, I think, okay for the moment. We'll let that go. But let's go ahead and look at red and yellow. Red. Yeah, red is, I like, look at that. Okay, so let's just go ahead and let's take a couple hundred chips from there. Put that back. And then, let's see, yellow. Yellow, we don't actually need chips for this one, but we don't have extras here. This one, it only extends out to that far. And we're gonna check, let's see. We have a second yellow line here. That really doesn't have that many, unfortunately. Ooh, and it's really not moving. Something is going on here. I don't have any titanium crystals. Okay, what's going on? I know a lot of the game is like, hey, what's going on here? No refined. Okay, did we actually run out of refined oil? I think we did. Yeah, oh no, we all the plastic is going up here to make purples, which I have plenty of, but then it's not coming that way to make the yellows, so that is a problem. Okay, so let's take a look at this really quick. Yeah, and we have enough plastic because nothing is actually running. Yeah, so I definitely expand that plastic facility out way too much, and now we have this as pretty much the issue. Okay. That shouldn't be that hard to fix. Let's kind of look up for a second. Let's kind of see what we got. Like I said, this is starting to back up just because everything is kind of backing up there. So let's see, let's get this facility back. And I know we spent so much time at the other planet that we pretty much kind of neglected this for a little bit. And there's some crude oil right down there. Okay. Cool. I mean, that's pretty simple. Let's see here. We definitely probably don't have what we need for it, so let's get the oil refinery going. Oil extractor first, one of those. And then oil refinery. We'll get 2 of those, and then we're going to make some storage. And I got 50 seconds to wait on this. Okay, so the best thing probably to do, let's see, we're gonna make it there, and we'll connect it past this point, because I think everything was going into here, and you can see it's starting to back up, but as soon as this goes, it's not. Like, the plastic's gonna go and it's gonna be done. So let's go ahead and figure this stuff out. So let's see, we'll get them right there. And let's see, oil refinery number 1. And I know the other one is building. Okay, so that's the first one. Yep, no power. Pretty simple issue to fix right there. Make me some oil. Okay, let's get the second one going too. Okay. Same thing, same process. Boom. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do now is do a little bit of connection issues. Now I did get a tank here, which for the moment what we're gonna do is we're just gonna dump all of the hydrogen into the tank. That's, like I said, that's a pretty simple quest. Another, oh, look at that. Isn't that funny? Okay. That should be enough for the moment to get this set up. Oh, thank goodness I accept correctly. Only that. Okay. We'll do the same thing. Okay, so now with those two set up, let's see, now we can pretty much get the other thing going. We're just gonna put him here. I'm gonna put him up just so we can connect to one. And the second one is gonna be that refined gas, along with this one being refined gas 2. And we're gonna put them to the same spot to begin with. Oh, wonderful. We got that. Is actually really nice. We're going to look at that in a second. Okay. And then this connection, like I said, we're going to pretty much... He needs to go over here. He's going to have to pass some stuff. So we're going to actually go up one with him. We're actually going to keep going up, like way up to there. Okay. Like I said, I want this connection to occur later on in that line. I don't want it to. I want it to supplement the line. Oh, that's way too close. Cut that a little bit. Yeah, so I'm really just going to connect it like right into here. It won't let me connect it into there. Okay, so. New thought process. Oh, wrong one. Connect it into there. Okay. There we go. Now they're running again. Okay. We can throw a little bit of mod stuff I have in here. So I know I collected some. I did. There it is. In you go. Okay, and it's just gonna get distributed. Cool. Okay, I mean that's a temporary fix to that. Obviously, it's gonna take some time for all this stuff to get flowing. As the first one is pretty much gonna pick up all of it. But you're gonna start to see, it should turn on all of these. It just might take some time to start it up. And it's not the worst problem in the world. There you go. See, the second, like I said, I can leave that for a bit. I can leave the hydrogen for a bit. It's gonna take some time to fill up. Let's check on blues. We give some storage. That's kind of nice. So again, it's now starting to catch up a little bit. Make sure I'm not exhausting any lines. Yeah, this is actually getting full. Almost all of them are now running. That's good. Okay, so let's look at the solar system. So now we can go out a little bit. Obviously, that is our second planet with all this wonderful stuff going on here. Oh, that's really been a great spot. So let's look out. We got 5 years. Pretty much all the same stuff. It looks very similar to that solar system. Too far. Fire ice. Okay, about the same. Far. Too far. So really not much to look at, unfortunately. Oh. Let's look at this again. Let's make sure what we got. That's, yeah, 8 light years, 5 light years. Again, none of these planets are really much different than what I already have. Let's see, this one is 9 light years. That's not happening. This is the one I'm currently on. You can see my numbers going down. I have more than enough everything other than coal. So, and this optical grading crystal is going to be pretty important for us later. That's 5 light years. No, I mean, it's literally the same planet. Okay, and that is too far away. 7. I think that's it. 8. Yeah, so really didn't help me much with anything. Yeah. Oh, we got that one right there. I'm gonna pin him. Yeah, because we've got some different stuff here. I got crude oil. And I also have the... Let's see, there's 4 things there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 things here. This has crude oil and this crystal, which might be helpful for, I think, the organic stuff, which is, you know, something I desperately need most of the time. If I look at that really quickly. Organic. Oh, maybe I can't make it yet, unfortunately. That stuff is used for something. Let's go research really quick. Yeah, no, it's not there. Yeah, I don't need any of that stuff yet. Nope. I know that's used for something. Oh, that's the crystal. Yeah, what is this? Oh, there's actually an organic crystal vein. Well. No, that's okay. We can look at that later. What do we have? Okay, so let's see what we have. Like I said, this is starting to finally accumulate. Let's see. Make sure yellows are in good shape. Yellows starting to accumulate. We're gonna go grab a couple of them too for myself because I want to make sure I have enough for research. So yeah, and then blues, same thing. I want more for research. I want to be able to keep that research as much as possible. Not a huge help, but you know, every little bit helps. Looks like that line is now fully functioning, which is what I want. So I think we're in good shape with this planet. So, ooh, and as I move, I'll be able to see more stuff. So, like I said, next thing we're going for is this here. And so we're going to have to start setting up what we need for it. And it's going to be that crystal glass and those kyber crystals. I'm going to call them kyber crystals, which are Hasmir. So that I know we have. Or this one. That I can make pretty easily because they're on there. I make lots of graphite and hydrogen. I make all of that stuff in the previous planet. That's really nice. And then I'm going to need this stronger titanium glass, which will require water, glass, which is simple, and titanium. So we're going to have to go to the next planet. We're going to have to start getting that stuff together so that we can do that. So we will take the beginning of this episode to make a little flyby. So let's make sure, one, we have warps. Yes, we do. And let's make sure we have power, too. That would be helpful. As we leave this place again until it breaks later on. Boy, it's been so long, I don't remember where all my stuff is on the planet. Here. Yeah, just flying past everything I've made at some point. Okay. There's all my hydrogen. Or am I not making it anymore? I go down to the surface for a second. There it is. This took me a little bit of time to find it. Oh, look at that. Plenty. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let us go ahead and leave a couple. 8 warpers. We're in good shape. Plenty of copper. We're going to grab some iron before we go. And then we're going to make that stop. Everything else should be in good shape, so... Extra iron just a little bit over here. Very nice. 200 should be okay for the moment. Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get that situated out there. Indicator. Other side of the planet at the moment. Most likely what will happen is I'm going to keep my research here. Get some speed to get past that gas giant. There we go. And yep. And go to warp. And to the light years, maybe we'll be able to see something else going on. Okay. ETA, 7 seconds. Yeah, we might be able to see other solar systems in there as we get closer. But again, we're going to be setting up this crystal foundation 6. Oh, we're a little off track. Let's see. Are we actually in the solar system? Yes, we are. Okay, we're a little off track of it, though. Let's see what we got. The indicator's there. Yep, not quite the best flight I've ever done. Get some speed. And yeah, we're gonna get that down. 54 seconds. 40. 1 minute. So we're gonna beat our research there, and we'll be able to start to set up that. Not by much. That's if I don't miss my planet. Okay, we're gonna go to manual flight for a second. Ooh, okay. Okay, planet, it's been a while. How we doing? 200 space warpers saved up. And 15 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna sit right here for 1 second. As soon as that goes off, we're gonna figure out what we need to do for this. Titanium's here, crystal's here. So I think we're already off to a pretty good start with that. Yes, sir. Okay. We need the crystals and we need the glass. So let's see what we have. Titanium, glass, and water. Well, there might be a problem. We might have to go somewhere else for water. Ocean, none. Where is an ocean? Ocean, water, right there. So we are gonna have to make a little bit of move to actually pump water into this area, because ocean, nada. But that is a problem for the next episode. So I think we'll leave it at that. So thank you very much for watching and listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.